I thought yesterday was going to be a Monday. I had no idea how Monday yesterday was going to actually be. Hey everybody, today is Tuesday, February 12th. It is day 12 of Plan As You Go month, where I show you how I use my bullet journal, my Erin Condren horizontal, and my power sheets together in tandem for a whole month. And full disclosure, I'm in a terrible mood. This may be a grumpier video than usual. Just be prepared. I did not check in that I used these yesterday and I'm using them today, but that's it. I just checked off what I got done on my power sheets yesterday. That was it. I didn't expect to get anything done yesterday. I did do some of this though, actually. I wasn't expecting that I did some of that, but I did do some of that. I don't even know if that's the right color, I don't care. So I'm gonna set this to the side. I don't anticipate getting much of that done today. Let's go to my Erin Condren. Let me explain. There's some things. Let me just tell you what happened. All right, yesterday, my son did not remember to bring his trumpet home from school, so cause they can leave them at school. They have a lock place and he left it at home at school, so he needs to remember to bring it home. So we did not get it to our pals yesterday to get fixed. I did, however, call the city, trying to decide, do I have to add anything else to this while I'm rambling? Maybe. I did, however, call the city. They came, they looked at our drain, our main line. It looked fine, which means the plumbing problem is somewhere in the plumbing system close to our house, which means we have to call a plumber. We were hoping it would be an easy fix, but now we're starting to get stressed out about it, so there was that. We did do the big tour meeting last night. We don't know where the kids are going yet. Their options are Florida, Hawaii, or Ireland, and we voted, but they're still letting more votes come in. None of them want to do Florida, because it's just 5 days of theme parks. Hawaii and Ireland are the two big ones that are kind of being bandied back and forth. My kid will be fine with either of them. Personally, I would rather go to Ireland. Not that I'm going, but we'll see what happens. I'll let you know when I know. I wanted to film today. I don't think that's gonna happen. All right, so that's something I was gonna work on Wednesday. I'll see if I can work on it today. Maybe not though. So I'm gonna like move forward with this. So this is my Erin Condren. Let's go to the bullet journal. There are multiple things causing my mood today. This is gonna be a video of me bitching. I've got some questions you guys asked me. I'm gonna answer them tomorrow. I'm not in a question answering kind of mood. I'm in a bitching kind of mood. So if bitching is not a video you're here for, you may not wanna watch this one. I'm just, full disclosure, this is how I'm feeling today. I'm actually eating my lunch while I'm doing this. I'm filming this later than I usually would. I also had to take a painkiller last night. I went to bed thinking I wasn't gonna have to take a painkiller, and then Loki, who wasn't in our room when we went to bed, came into our room a few hours after we fell asleep, jumped up on our bed, landed on my kidneys, and meowed in my face to announce his presence. I had to get up and take a painkiller. That's not a fun way to wake up. That may also be contributing to my mood today. So yeah, so maybe the cat jumping on me last night was part of what put me into a bad mood. Let's go deeper in here. Let's go to the doodle challenge. What are we doodling today? We are doodling pomegranates. My doctor's appointment, because this is kind of where the bad mood really kicked off yesterday. I was at the doctor. My doctor looked at my fistula. She's not sure whether or not it is too deep. Now by that, she means like you can feel it in my elbow, but that as you go up my arm, the vein may have gone too deep. So what do we do about that? Well, apparently, I think I'm drawing this right. It's been a long time since I've drawn a pomegranate. I have to go in for an ultrasound. If, for some reason, the ultrasound shows that my fistula is indeed too deep inside of my arm, they're gonna have to go in and operate to move the vein closer to the surface of my arm, which sounds fucking painful. So after, you can imagine, after having this surgery recovery take longer than I expected it to, having to do that again is not something that sounds like I want to be doing it. But I mean, I'll have to because I need this to live eventually. So I will. But yeah, that did not make me feel great about my life yesterday when I got out of the doctor's office. Everything's healing nicely. The fistula itself just might not be in a good enough position, and it's either move the vein or put a new fistula in. So that put me in kind of a mood. I'm also dealing with something, just some stuff that's not mine to talk about because has anything to do with you guys. It's not my personal business. It just has to do with our friends and some trouble some of our friends are dealing with and some hurt feelings, and that also was something that came to my attention while I was at the doctor's office. And so that really bummed me out, and I was kind of struggling with that yesterday in general to kind of process that, because when your friends are hurting and you're not really sure how to help them, and on top of that, like if it impacts part of your life in a way, which this happens to, you know, it's just one of those situations. There's my pomegranate. I'm not really sure if that is pomegranate or not, but we'll go with it. it's just one of those situations that was kind of weighing on my mind yesterday. Then my kid got home from school, my son, and he did not do some of the things he was supposed to do yesterday. Not just the trumpet, there were some other things. And so I was mad and we got into a fight about that. Today's lettering challenge is hot stuff. Then I went live to show the new Erin Condren Dr. Seuss collaboration. Now, some of you have asked me where that video is. I pulled that video down, I put it private. During that video, it was brought to my attention that Dr. Seuss has a racist and prejudiced past, and that some of that comes out in his books. I had no idea. So I didn't do anything about it last night because I had to go straight to that meeting and then, you know, get the kids home and get them ready for bed. So I basically last night, I put it out of my mind. I thought, okay, I'm gonna deal with this in the morning and look at it, but I need to shut off work right now and move forward into my hellscape that was my Monday night. I woke up this morning already feeling really crummy because the cat had jumped on me and exhausted, and then I went online and I saw the responses from people, so I went and I did some reading and I did confirm that in fact this was the case. Now there has been some people suggesting that maybe he apologized for it, or maybe he does separate the art from the artist. And the way I'm looking at it is that there is enough children's literature celebrating diversity and not perpetuating harmful stereotypes out there that I don't need to separate the art from the artist. So I pulled the video down, I posted on my Instagram, you can see it there. And that basically was most of my morning. Reading, responding, thinking, all of that, which I don't regret doing. Since I was already exhausted and already in a bad mood, none of this did anything to turn my frown upside down. I'm gonna caveat this. I am not opening this up to being a debate in my comments about the merits of Dr. Seuss, okay? Like, that's not what this is here for. You know, I can't tell anybody what to think, or what to believe, or what to agree with, or how to make decisions for yourself, for your children, for whatever. I can't do that. That's not my job. I wouldn't presume to. What I am saying is that I have made my decision about this, and I pulled the videos down, and I've made my decision public about this, and I'm fine with my decision. I don't need to be convinced one way or the other. So don't use my video comments to try and convince me into a different way, because I'm not really in the mood for it today, all right? I think you guys are all great. I know that you all have your own opinions and everything else, but if you want to argue about this, do it somewhere else. My life basically feels like a hot mess today, and I'm not. So I'm sorry that I'm being a bummer right now, but this is real, right? This plan as you go. So let's look at Monday. I did not get that done. I did get that done. So we have to find a plumber still, and I got to do the trumpet thing if RJ is able to. And I have some church emails I need to send today. I was going to try and film some more videos today. I'm really not in the mood for it. So I'm gonna just do a pretty light to-do list based on what I have already, just because I'm grouchy and it's hard for me to focus when I'm grouchy, and on top of grouchy, I'm really tired. And so the combination of the two is making me really kind of not productive. And sometimes you guys wanna know, like, well, what do you do when you're not productive? Well, not much, I'll tell you. I'm not really feeling very productive right now, and I'm not really feeling creative. So I might just throw myself into some administrative type tasks today, try and not lose the day, but try and pull myself out of this. Please don't mistake me. I'm not just in a terrible mood because of this Dr. Seuss thing. Like, honestly, out of everything that's on my mind right now, the Dr. Seuss thing, as much as it bums me out that a creator, an author who I loved as a child, whose books were really important to me, that author did some pretty awful things, like, that bums me out. But that's not really why I'm so down in the dumps today. My life, stuff going on in my life is complicated right now. There's a lot of complicated things that aren't easy to deal with. They're not a problem that I can just throw myself at and fix a solution. I can't just throw myself at the problem of some things going on with my kids and have there be a solution. I can't just throw myself at the problem of this stuff happening with my friends and have there be a solution. I can't just throw myself at this problem with my fistula and have there just be a solution. None of these things have easy solutions in my life right now, and so they're really complicated. And I'm sure a lot of you can empathize with having a lot of really complicated things all happening at the same time. And that's where I'm at today. This Dr. Seuss thing just sort of like another, like I said, that one actually to me felt like a problem that I could throw myself at and come up with a solution, at least to move forward, and I did. Here's my list. It's pretty short. It's mostly just this video, setting the crock pot, a couple of appointments having today, and then some church emails and something else I'm working on. It's pretty light, but Like I said, I know already that I'm not going to be getting a lot done today. And I need to take a break and lay down for a bit because I'm not feeling good. I am so sorry that today's video was kind of a downer. I don't like to be a downer. It's not, you know, it's not something that I aim to do when I go on social media. I try. I don't want to be positive all the time either, but I want to be real. And some days this is what real looks like for me. I could have just not made this video completely, but I decided I was going to because I figure even if it's not something all of you want to hear, some of you might need to hear from me that I'm having a downer day, and I'm still gonna try and get some things done. And I'm still expecting that tomorrow I will be hopefully back to a little bit more of my perky self, even if none of these complicated problems have been solved. I hope maybe one of you guys. So I would love to know in the comments below, when you are having a day like this, where you are just down because of various things, what is something you do for yourself? Maybe not to make your mood better, but at the very least to be kind to yourself. What is your favorite thing to do to be kind to yourself when you are having a day like this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already and you're still willing to after watching this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's Plan As You Go.